A golden, tasty pancake recipe is as easy as simply mixing staples you always have on hand. Cindy, an All Recipes member who submitted this recipe, commented, "My mom taught me this easy-to-memorize recipe for pancakes. We always tripled it for our family of 7. Start by warming a griddle or non-stick pan over medium heat. This can take longer than you think, and a well-warmed pan is one of the tricks to getting golden pancakes. Next, you'll combine the dry ingredients in a large bowl. Add 1 cup of flour, 1 tablespoon sugar, 1 teaspoon of baking powder, half a teaspoon of baking soda, and a 1/4 teaspoon of salt. Mix the ingredients. Now add 1 egg, one cup of milk, and 2 tablespoons of vegetable oil. Now pour the milk mixture into the dry ingredients. Mix this together well. Work it until the batter is smooth, but be careful not to overmix, or you'll end up with tough pancakes. Lightly oil the griddle using a paper towel or non-stick spray. Ladle the batter onto the hot griddle, using about a 1/4 cup for each pancake. You can use less if your family is partial to silver dollar pancakes. When the edges are golden brown and bubbles start to form, flip the pancake and cook until the other side is golden brown. Things move quickly when making pancakes, so have your plates ready to serve. Top with butter and, of course, plenty of maple syrup. Pancakes are a crowd pleaser that'll make any day smell like Sunday morning. This simple recipe for buttermilk pancakes comes from an All Recipes member who comments that this very light and fluffy pancake requires fresh buttermilk, but it's the best I've ever made. Let's get started by preheating the oven to 200 degrees. This is to keep the pancakes warm while you cook the remaining batches. Next, put 3 cups of all-purpose flour into a medium bowl. Add 3 tablespoons of sugar, 3 teaspoons of baking powder, 1½ teaspoons of baking soda, and 3/4 teaspoon of salt. Stir this together to mix it well and set aside. Then crack 3 large eggs into another medium bowl. Add 3 cups of buttermilk, half a cup of whole or low-fat milk if you prefer, but it's the buttermilk that gives these pancakes that old-fashioned taste, and 1/3 cup of melted butter. Mix this and pour this mixture into the flour mixture. Using a wooden spoon, stir the mixture until it's just blended together. Do not over-stir. The batter will be a little lumpy, which is what you want. Next, heat a griddle or a large, heavy skillet over medium heat. You can test to see if the griddle is hot enough by sprinkling a few drops of water on its surface. If the drops dance and scatter over the surface, the griddle is ready. Brush the griddle lightly with butter. You'll need to cook the pancakes in batches for this recipe. Use a half-cup measure or ladle for each pancake and pour the batter onto a hot griddle. Cook them turning the pancakes once with a spatula when they're golden brown around the edges. It takes about 1 to 2 minutes on each side. Transfer the pancakes to a heat-proof plate or platter. Cover them and put them in the preheated oven to keep warm. Buttermilk gives these pancakes a slightly tangy flavor and makes them light, fluffy, and very tender. Serve these fluffy pancakes with plenty of maple syrup and some fresh fruit.